Welcome to our CFP Exam Prep podcast. Today we're diving deep into retirement plan coverage tests, a critical component that often appears on the CFP exam and causes confusion among test takers. Let's break down the fundamental concept of coverage tests. These tests are designed to ensure qualified retirement plans don't discriminate in favor of highly compensated employees, which we'll refer to as HCEs. The IRS requires employers to prove their retirement plans benefit a fair cross-section of employees, not just the highest paid workers. The primary coverage test most test questions focus on is the ratio percentage test. This test requires that the percentage of non-highly compensated employees benefiting from the plan must be at least 70% of the percentage of highly compensated employees benefiting from the plan. For example, if 100% of HCEs are covered by the plan, then at least 70% of non-HCEs must also be covered. Here's where candidates often make mistakes on the exam. They forget that certain employees can be excluded from coverage testing calculations. These include employees under age 21, employees with less than 1 year of service, and collectively bargained employees. Remember, excluding these employees is optional, not mandatory. Another common error is confusing the average benefits test with the ratio percentage test. The average benefits test is an alternative test that can be used when a plan fails the ratio percentage test. It consists of two parts. First, the plan must satisfy a nondiscriminatory classification test. Second, the average benefit percentage for non-HCEs must be at least 70% of the average benefit percentage for HCEs. Let's work through a practical example that might appear on the exam. Imagine a company has 100 total employees. 20 are HCEs, and all participate in the plan. Of the 80 non-HCEs, 50 participate in the plan. To determine if this passes the ratio percentage test, we first calculate the participation percentages. HCEs are at 100% participation. Non-HCEs are at 62.5% participation. The ratio percentage is calculated by dividing 62.5% by 100%, giving us 62.5%. Since this is below 70%, the plan fails the ratio percentage test. When analyzing coverage test questions on the exam, always start by identifying who counts in the calculations. Then determine which test is being applied. Finally, work through the mathematics carefully, keeping the 70% threshold in mind. A key point that's frequently tested is the definition of an HCE. For 2024, this includes employees who earned more than $150,000 in 2023 or owned more than 5% of the company at any time during 2023 or 2024. These thresholds are adjusted periodically for inflation. To solidify your understanding for the exam, remember that coverage tests must be performed annually. Plans that fail these tests must be corrected, typically by expanding coverage to more non-HCEs or reducing coverage for HCEs. The consequences of failing coverage tests include potential plan disqualification, which results in immediate taxation of benefits for all participants. Remember, when you encounter coverage test questions on the exam, take your time to identify the relevant employees, apply the correct test, and calculate the percentages carefully. The concepts aren't particularly complex, but attention to detail is crucial for success. Thanks for tuning in to today's focused discussion on retirement plan coverage tests. Keep practicing these calculations, and you'll be well prepared for this topic on exam day.